I'll play the clip in just a moment. Comedian Bill Maher just publicly admitted on his HBO show what most establishment insiders are privately hoping and probably planning for the not-so-distant future.
Can I ask about the economy? Because this economy is going pretty well. I feel like the bottom has to fall out at some point. And by the way, I'm hoping for it because I think one way you get rid of Trump is a crashing economy. Yeah. So please bring on the recession. Yeah. Sorry if that hurts people, but it's either root for a recession or you lose your democracy.
Trump is doing everything you could possibly do to screw up the good economy. It's like everything's going great.
Yes.
And this is the great thing. You watch Trump's rhetoric.
He literally wasn't joking because most liberals hate President Trump so bad that they're willing to sacrifice our economy and our entire country in hopes of trying to get rid of him. And I wouldn't be surprised if the banking cartels are actively planning some sort of an economic collapse to pull the pin on in the next 2 years as the 2020 election is approaching in order to blame it on President Trump. Did you hear this moron panelist say that President Trump is trying to do everything that he can to ruin the American economy? Well, he's doing a terrible job then if this plan is to ruin it. This moron works for MSNBC, and he's the guy who thinks that Paul Ryan is also a secret Russian agent.
I've said this now multiple times this week, and I'll say it again. It has clarified the extent to which Paul Ryan is now no longer on Team USA or on even Team Old Republican Party. He's on Team Nunes, which means he's on Team Trump, which means to some extent they're advancing in some sense the interests of Russia. This is that
is the dumbest thing that I've heard today. So Bill Maher wants the entire U.S. economy to fail in hopes of preventing President Trump from getting reelected again in 2020. And as you probably know, President Trump's meeting with Kim Jong-un tomorrow in the historic summit in Singapore. And of course, the Democrats want him to fail at helping to broker peace in that region also. Here's Rosie O'Donnell.
I find myself genuinely rooting for him to handle the North Korea situation well. I mean, there's all sorts of areas where you are rooting for the man to be competent and effective.
I don't know if I agree with that because it's like rooting.
You're not rooting for him to resolve North Korea well?
It's like rooting for a 6-year-old who suddenly swiped dad's car and figured out how to take it down the road. I'm not rooting for the 6-year-old to get on the highway and drive that car. I want the 6-year-old off the highway.
This anthropomorphic bucket of lard hates President Trump so bad he can't even wish him luck on the North Korea situation. Bill Maher surrounds himself with such political geniuses that one of his other panelists was CNN's Fareed Zakaria, who you may recall had this incredible prediction about Donald Trump when he was running for president.
So Donald Trump will lose, and he will then destroy the Republican Party. The frightening question is what he will do to the country in the process.
He's gonna make America great again. That's what he's gonna do, you idiot. Nancy Pelosi is so out of touch with the average American that she was just asked about the historically low unemployment rate in the country today, and she said that people don't care about that. I don't want to paraphrase you, but what was it you said the average American thinks about the record low unemployment rate, Skeletor?
Hip hip hooray, unemployment is down. What does that mean to me in my life? I need a bigger paycheck. And that's the apprehension that American families have had for a while.
The audio is not the greatest on that clip, but you did hear her correctly. She said, hip hip hooray, what does record low unemployment mean for me and my family? She said, speaking of the average American. Meanwhile, the Hollywood elitists had another award show last night, the Tonys, which is sort of like the Oscars, but for Broadway plays. It was broadcast on CBS, the crap broadcasting station, very fitting. And they gave a standing ovation to the old geezer, grandpa, wannabe gangster, Robert De Niro, because when he came out to present an award, he said, F President Trump. Oh, you tough guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert De Niro.
Listen to them. They're just going nuts. Yeah, you're so brave. That'll get him impeached. Yeah. Look at these morons. I'm a tough guy. Standing ovation. Wow. How brave. Speaking truth to power. I'm sorry, but Robert De Niro is way too old to be acting like his tough guy Goodfellas character. Watching the Oscars is bad enough. Watching the Golden Globes is even worse. And I'm not sure who the heck can even sit through 30 seconds of the Tony Awards. I'm MarkDice, thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, I hope you'll support this channel through Patreon or PayPal by clicking the links in the description below. Or go to my online store, MarkDice.com, and get yourself one of my awesome shirts, like the classic Liberalism Find a Care shirt, or this new George Washington Trump shirt, available in t-shirt, long sleeve, and hoodie. Your purchases help keep this channel going, so I appreciate your support, guys. Check back tomorrow for a new report, and I will see you soon.